Tracy. Your son, that basketball player, Jason. My boy Coogie was questioning his death.
People told me that.
Boy ain't have a bad bone in his body. My boy Coogie ain't hideous. Just in the wrong place at the wrong time.
He was just at the wrong place at the wrong time, Tracy.
I thought you should know that.
Your son and I, we were getting to know each other. He was very talented and he had a lot of potential.
What's your name?
Otis Perry.
My son never mentioned you to me.
Yeah, well, look, I need anything. Just give me a call.
I don't need shit from you.
What's that slam?
I don't know. Just get me the out of here. To my eyes, you still it. You ruined my life. Now I'm taking yours.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Mark Dark, and I'm back with another video. If you're new, if you love The Chi, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, like the video, and leave your theories, comments, everything down below. Now today we're going to be talking about The Chi Season 4. Brandon's mom seeks revenge on Douda, but did she have help? That is the topic of discussion, so get ready. I want to know exactly what you guys think. I want to break it down for you and let you know who I believe may have helped Laverne out. And also, if you did not check out my episode 7 What to Expect video, check that out right now. Remember, episode 7 will not be airing until July 11th. So we have 2 weeks, y'all. We have 2 weeks before The Chi returns. They're taking a 1 week break, I believe, because of the 4th of July holiday. So we're going to continue to talk about these storylines, and this is one of the storylines that we're going to be talking about. And a lot of people have been saying this, and we know Laverne in this last episode of The Chi, they revealed that she was, of course, the shooter, and it caught the majority of the Chi fans by surprise, right? It caught all of us by surprise pretty much. Now, it was some people out there saying that maybe it was Brandon's mom, but it wasn't a lot of people. And the reason being is because we never saw Laverne at all the whole season of season 4. And last time we saw her was the very first episode of season 3. So, of course, she was not on a lot of people's radar. Now, when we talking about Laverne and we talking about her being up there on that rooftop, you know, the question of how did she know Douda would be up there at that particular time is a question that a lot of the fans are asking. Now, we can go with the obvious, which is maybe Laverne has been, you know, telling Douda for a while, just following him, watching his every move, which could happen, right? That could be something that she's been doing. Now, we're not going to talk about that. It is a possibility, but we're going to talk about if she has someone to help her out, which to me will make more sense. Now, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I really hope that they do give us more of a backstory when it comes to Laverne and her game plan on catching Douda up there. For her to just pop up on that rooftop, I believe they need to explain how she did this in the first place. What was she doing? How did she plot and plan this strategy? Now, what we do know is this. Tracy, of course, she knew Douda was going to the rooftop. He told her to meet him up there. So, of course, Tracy could have told Laverne. And we're going to talk more about that in a bit. We know Marcus, he was snooping around, telling Douda to be careful around Tracy, which at the end of the day, if he was snooping around, 9 times out of 10, he probably knew Douda was heading up to the rooftop. Now, does Marcus have a connection with Laverne? We haven't seen any type of connection with him and Laverne on screen at all. When it comes to Rose and Laverne, we haven't seen any type of connection with her and Laverne and, of course, Rose on the screen at all, right? We haven't seen that. The only 2 people that's on the top suspects list that we seen with some type of connection, communication, was, of course, Laverne and who? Tracy. We go back to season 1, episode 9. Hell, you can go back to episode 7 when Tracy first entered this mother's group, of course, for grieving mothers, losing sons and stuff like that. Now, in episode 9 of season 1, Laverne happens to enter this group. And remember, at the time, Tracy was believing that Coogie was the one that killed her son. That was the rumor, because we know that Coogie, of course, he robbed Jason of his chain, I believe. And that's why Ronnie really believed that he killed his son, Jason, right? This is why Ronnie really pulled the trigger, because he's like, man, you killed my son. You got this chain. How did you get it? And of course, he shot Coogie, right? So this is why Tracy's going around believing at that particular time, like everybody else, that Coogie had something to do with Jason being shot. But during that episode, after that meeting, Laverne decided to step up to the plate. And I remember this time because I'm like, man, hopefully someone tells Tracy the truth, that Coogie had nothing to do with killing Jason, right? So Laverne, she walks up to Tracy and is like, look, I know we both lost our sons. She wasn't on no negative stuff at all. She was in a calm, cool, collective manner. And she told her, look, my son ain't got an evil bone in his body. He's a kid. He's a teenager. I mean, he's going to do what he's going to do. But trust me, I'm going to tell you right now, my son did not kill Jason. Plain and simple. And she told Tracy, I just thought I should let you know. He didn't kill your boy. Plain and simple. So ever since then, Tracy's kind of been like, okay, you telling the truth. Now, did you peep what Laverne told Tracy? She said, your son was just at the wrong place at the wrong time, which was true, right? This is the same thing that Q told Tracy after he took out Trice and Detective Wallace. And I made the video about Tracy, possibly shooting Douda video I made. And I, actually talked about that when Q told her Jason was just at the wrong place at the wrong time. It's crazy how they both repeated the same line over. So Tracy already understands that, okay, Coogie did not have anything to do with killing my son. So be it. Now, a lot of fans are saying that maybe Tracy and Laverne, they kept in contact over the years and they came close. Now, we know they was a part of the same mother's group. Who knows? At the end of the day, when it comes to Laverne possibly having someone to help her out, Tracy makes the most sense to me because they have a connection from the past. Hell, it could be somebody else. Someone else could have just told Laverne, but I don't know, man. Could you possibly see Laverne having a conversation with Rose? I mean, Laverne doesn't even like Douda. The hell, she doesn't even want to talk to Douda at all. She wouldn't even want to even probably have a conversation with Rose. But that's just me. I cannot see her having any type of conversations with Marcus at all. It's just Laverne's character trait, man. She doesn't seem like a person that will talk to anybody in politics like that. She seems like more of a person that will talk to Tracy. Now, that's if she has someone to help her out. And it really does seem like that was the case. I mean, how would she just know that? As I told you, the only way she would know that Douda was up there is, of course, if she was just telling him, following him around to, see when he was going to be alone. Or your girl Tracy could have just told her. Now, remember, Tracy said, look, I got some hands to shake and then I will meet you up there. Now, I'm believing that Tracy probably did tell her. And then she told Laverne, like, look, you need to go up there right now. He will be up there by himself. Go now. Which, in my theories, they're not always right. I told you guys, I believe it was Tracy or Rose or, Imani who took out Douda. That wasn't the case. I was wrong on that. Only thing that I was right about was it being a female. Now, in this particular theory, I believe that this has a high chance of being true. I got one more question for you guys before I end the video, and that is this. Tracy was supposed to meet Douda on that rooftop, right? She was supposed to be up there. Now, if Tracy was supposed to be up there, Douda gets shot. Why? And just think about this. Why was Rose the first person up there? You see what I'm saying? I mean, shouldn't Tracy be the first person up there? She was on her way headed up there anyway after she shook some hands. You would think Tracy would be the first person. Rose was the first person up there, which could mean a lot of different things, right? It could be that Rose just happened to pop up there before Tracy, or it could mean that Tracy set this up but wanted Rose to be up there to make it seem like she had nothing to do with this or whatever, trying to make it look like Rose was at the crime scene. Who really knows? You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm thinking too deeply into this theory, but I still just find it odd, man. I find it odd. It's just like if you're going somewhere with your boys and you're like, look, man, meet me on this spot right here. I'll meet y'all there at this time. All of a sudden you go to the spot, you get robbed. And then all of a sudden someone else shows up beforehand. I'm going to be wondering, like, where was you at? You know what I'm saying? Where was you at when we were supposed to be meeting up there? I done got robbed and then someone else comes before you. What was you doing? You see what I'm saying? I would at least ask the question, where were you? I mean, how many hands did you shake? You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, man. I don't know if they're going to actually, go in detail and tell us about how Laverne set this up. But as the fans, of this show, I believe we need answers. I believe we need to know exactly how Laverne set this up, and whether she just did it by herself or if she had someone. At the end of the day, this game plan to shoot Douda definitely seemed like it was some type of setup. It definitely does. We're going to find out very soon. We know that Tracy was pissed off that she did not get this money, which was blocked from the mayor's office. And of course, we probably know who blocked that. Maybe your girl Rose. Maybe Rose is a part of all this. Maybe Rose, at the end of the day, set all this up. Whatever theory is true, someone, in my opinion, helped out Laverne. Is whether Tracy or Rose. We know how dirty Rose is and what she's capable of doing. She seemed very eager in this episode, but the thing was, she seemed really concerned about Douda's health. It's crazy, man. They really, mixing it up, but we will find out very soon if they're going to do that or not. But you guys let me know, man. What do you think about this theory? What do you think about Laverne being the shooter in the first place? As I told you guys, it does make sense for her to shoot Douda, but we haven't seen her since the first episode of season 3. So, of course, a lot of the people was surprised. I was thinking that it was going to be someone that they showed in that first episode. That way, it could be a little bit easier for us to try to break it down and figure it out. But sometimes it is good not to know everything, so you can have that surprise factor. So we gonna see, man. But thank you guys for all the love, all the support. Make sure you follow the playlist. I will be dropping more of the Shy season 4 content this week, so stay tuned. But let me get on out of here, man. It's your boy Mark Dark. I'm out. Peace.